Be strong.
So we went 7-10. 7-10 in the regular season. Everything is now locked into place. I think if we go to here, rosters, I think if we go and look here, we should now see we have, as of right now, it says we have pick 12. So, pick 12 is okay. I'm okay with pick 12. I wish it was a little bit lower, but I'm okay with pick 12. That's as of right now as well. Like, sometimes the game messes up. Like, that's just like an estimated thing. So, but let's take a quick peek at where people are here. So, on our side, we got the Texans, we got the Steelers, the Bills, the Jets, the Jags, the Texans, the Raiders, and the Titans. We played some of them teams. We played some of them teams. So, you know what? Okay. Fair, right? Other side, Eagles, Falcons, Giants, Detroit, Cowboys, Cards, and Bucks. I'm pretty sure we played a couple of them too. So a lot of the teams in here we played, and I'm pretty sure we lost to a lot of the teams here. So with this being the postseason, right? Scout, manage this. Let's take a look at staff moves. Fired. Just a bunch of... Wow, the Chiefs fired their entire staff. A lot of coordinators being fired. Ron Rivera got fired. Pete Carroll retired. That's always a common thing. I feel like LaFleur got freaking fired. Hot damn. All right, so a ton of firings. We're sticking with our guys, right? We're sticking with our guys. Unless they get hired somewhere else, we're going to stick with our guys. We do have 49 points available. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to put it into not all is lost. And then also, if either one of them were to leave, it's probably going to be our DC, I feel like. So we're going to put in increased higher. Because I want to get to this. This is the big one that we want to get to, after-school tutoring. After-school tutoring allows us to start adding a third player to the focus weekly stuff. Which is massive, right? Then we can start working on these to get them more points here. And then we start working on coordinator stuff. Kind of sucks. There's a lot more stuff, but you don't get as many points as it still feels like. So... They added more talents, less ways for you to get the talents. So, but we're going to keep our staff. And like I said, unless our staff decides to leave and run off somewhere else, we're going to keep the staff. We're going to hold on to everybody, right? We're going to hold on to everybody. So that's what we got for first week, right? This is just the wild card week. That's what we got. So we're going to move on to divisional. See what happens. We're going to look at some stuff. Pro Bowl week, right? We'll look at some stuff. But right now, though, we're just looking at kind of what's happening. Alright, so. The Bills won, the Jags won, and the Texans won. So Steelers, Texans, Bills, Jags. Okay, on the other side is Eagles, Giants, and it is Cards, Cowboys. Okay, interesting. Raiders being out immediately kind of sucks, but they lost to the Titans. The Titans did beat us early in the season. So, fair. Okay. Right? What news we have here? Looks like it's just a lot of the news for, like, upcoming players. Yep. Like right here. Training injuries. A leg injury has come back to haunt Wooten. Sources say he won't be healthy enough to attend the Combine. McLaughlin is widely reported as one of the best receivers, but a potentially degrading knee condition as teams concerned about his long-term health. Interesting. So McLaughlin and Wooten could be dropping in the draft is what that's saying. Returning so soon, he re-aggravated the injury, won't be at the Combine. Axon is at his best against tough DBs like Hutchins. Okay. Interesting. A couple things to notice there, right, to remember. Hopefully moving forward. All right, let's see where we're at now. All right, we got Steelers, Bills, Eagles, Cards. This is an interesting playoffs right now, man. Interesting playoffs right now. The games have been pretty solid too. Not a whole lot of like just blowouts, right? Cards versus Bucks was a blowout. But every other game other than that, though, has really been kind of like a good game, like a very close game. Even the 2-point score, I'll say, is a close game. But damn, yeah. All right, let's see. Is there anything new in the news? Normally we don't look at this. Received injury coming back to haunt him. Nope, it's all about the same. So, Trevor Lawrence, that's who it was. It was Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen with the Steelers. Wrong button. Wrong button. All right, so now we're going to advance to Pro Bowl week. Now this is where we get to do a little bit of things. All right. I can't play the Pro Bowl, so I'm assuming that might mean I don't have anyone in it. Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts. Oh, actually, hold on a second. If Lawrence is there, does that mean that they lost? Wait a minute. Playoff bracket. Wow, they lost. They lost to the... Wow, okay. So we're going the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. All right, Bills, Eagles for the Super Bowl. All right. That's... I'm not going to say that's very similar to what we could have in real life, but it is. All right, so let's see. So far, no one. Still no one because bottom wasn't ours either. No receivers, no tight ends. It doesn't surprise me. Tackles, no. Because remember, we're Team AFC. Ends, no. We didn't do much for end stuff. No. Like I said, there's only 2 positions, I think, returner and kicker. So McCain got kicker. Oh, that's bull. So McCain got in there for kicker. Let's go. That's awesome. So we got our kicker on board. Love that. Okay. So now that this is all done with, we just finished all of that, right? There's nothing else we can really do. Staff is still the same. Let's see here. Just 1 game left. That's going to stick with the Cards for a while. Can't say the Bills didn't earn it. The playoffs are never easy. Just ask the Steelers. So, stats and awards. This is the last thing we're going to do, really. Yearly awards. Obviously, we did not win MVP. Obviously. Also, this is another thing I do like. I'll move myself. Let's do this. Let's go here, and then let's go round up right there. Move myself over here for this one. They put all 10 right on the screen here, so we can see all 10 of them. So that's really kind of cool. So AFC Offensive Player of the Year, no one on the board. Josh Jacobs got it. Defensive Player of the Year, no one on the board. Doesn't surprise me. Hopefully this, boom, Keaton Mitchell got it. Let's go. So Mitchell got it. Duggan got on there. Gibbs. Then Bryce Young. Bryce Young had it for a while. So, but that's awesome, though. So we got 1 and 2. So Keaton got it. Keaton deserves it. Keaton had a great freaking season. Defensive? Nope. But we did have players on the board, though. Beal, Bra, Winters, and Jones. I'll take that, dude. We had 4 players. We had 4 players on Defensive Rookie of the Year. We didn't have them winning, but we had 4 nonetheless. For how bad we played defensively all season, I'll take that. Right? I would take that all day. So, love that. Best QB, we're not on the board. That makes sense. Best running back, we should be on the board. We are on the board. Let's go. We got up to 7. I love that. Love that we got to 7. Best wide receiver. Nope. Best O-line, I would be shocked if we had someone there. D-line, we didn't get. Nope. Linebacker, I was going to say I'd be surprised, but it wouldn't surprise me. DB, yep, same thing. I'd be surprised, but no. Best kicker, we came in 3rd. Behind Tucker, fine, but I don't know, man. We were kicking the shit out of some balls this year. So we won a couple awards. That's awesome. Now let's take a look at stats. Final end of the year stats. Duggan threw for 3,000. The 21-19 isn't great. We had a couple really bad games there. But we put in AJ every now and then to help kind of, separate it out, I should say, is the word, right? Like, Duggan's having a bad game. Let's take him out, put AJ in. Rushing-wise, Keaton had 1,306. Duggan had 708. So combined, this was 1,000 yards right here, or 2,000 yards here. That's great. Then we had a couple of extra ones right here. Ozigbo got 4 touchdowns. Receiving, Hakeem. Sorry, just short of 1,000 yards. Eric got hurt before we could. Lance had very little. Keaton had 400, which is great for him being a back, and getting 400. Jack Stoll came on throughout the year. I love it. Yes, the only person that didn't catch the ball was Xavier Smith, but that's because he was our special teams guy. So, Marcus McKethan didn't allow a sack. He also got benched towards the end of the year. For Gavin here, or Gwyn here. Gwyn also didn't allow a sack. So my right guard position didn't allow a sack. My left guard position, however, allowed a lot of sacks. So that's the thing. Nyman is one of those guys. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with Nyman. Nyman right now, as of right now, Nyman has not been re-signed. Now, can that change? Yes, but as of right this second, Nyman has not been re-signed. D is going to be back. Smoke played decently well this year. Tariq had his moments. Hill also had his moments. It's one of those things. Everybody had their moments where they played very well, and then everyone had their moments where they played very bad. So it's one of those things there. And now we gotta get both of those things to work together, right? Was there anyone that didn't have a tackle? 2 people: Dallas Flowers and Jordan Riley. Those two both didn't have tackles. Outside of that, though, everybody had a tackle. Titus Leo came in and got a sack. Sacks, we need to increase our sack production. That's just... We had like 6 in the final game, so I'm not really... Picks, we were doing very well for picks for a while. So I'm okay with this, really. It's not the best, but it could be better. Fumbles forced. Oh, we had 2. Alright, I only thought we had 1, but we had 2. I'm assuming this was on a sack, but we didn't get any of them. We had 1 block this year, no safeties, and 1 defensive touchdown. Kicking, you can't get upset with this. 93%. The 2 that we missed were both 60 plus. So I mean, 47-47. Yeah, we had a long of 67. Daniel really didn't come in that much. So, kick return, almost 2,500 yards returning. 2 touchdowns. Damn. Punt return, 200 yards and 1 touchdown. I'm just saying. Xavier Smith has found a spot on this team for probably a good little while. Right, with all of that, probably found a good low spot. So if I go standings, let's take a look at standings real quick. Let's go back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So right now technically we are at 12, right? So quick look. We're gonna take a quick look. Scout college players. Really quick look. What can we do at 12? So 12, I'm gonna say we can go between like 8 and 20 in that range, right? So, James Ferguson, haven't even scouted him, but probably not. Maybe. Yes, I would love to be able to get Paul Clifford. I don't know if we're going to be able to. But I would love to be able to get Paul Clifford. Rashard Lewis is kind of an interesting one. I want to know what he runs for 40. But that's an interesting one to me. Amerson is probably the next that we go with. And then it's Chapman, and then it kind of just falls off after that. And it's one of those things. I would love it if Juwan Ward could fall into the second, but I know that's not going to happen. Juwan Ward is the guy that if both tackles are gone, oh, his speed is decent to solid. Ooh, did not know that. If both tackles are gone, we might go Juwan Ward. Honestly, so. But we'll see. Alex McGee is another guy here. Solid to decent. So we'll see though. As like I said, our pre-listing was Stanford. Stanford's a 2-3 guy now, so we can get him in the second or third. Jacoby Hargrave. Yep. Like it's funny. All 3 of these guys here, right, are right here. Lindsey Glenn. I didn't see him a minute ago. Solid stats across the board. Good to great strength. But as favorites though, right? It's funny because as of right now, the main one that we're going to actually be looking at is somewhere down here. Paul Clifford is who I want right now. Get a left tackle, helps boost this lineup, and then we can slowly start adding pieces after that. But it's Super Bowl time. Let's get to the Super Bowl, right? I think it's some stuff that we get to do here. Yearly awards. Upgrade players, because the yearly awards came out, so now we get to upgrade some players. Keaton Mitchell gets 2 upgrades. Beautiful. I'm going to put both of them into elusive. We're putting both of them into elusive back. Boom. Continue. Boom. Putting them both into elusive. Not even questioning it. Boom. Both into elusive. He is a superstar now. God damn. Yeah. Yeah. So the future runs through Keaton. So there we go. Not how we wanted to end the year, but it could have been worse. That's about where we're at. Is it could have been worse. Next week we get to the off season, and we get to go through, and we go all the way through until the draft. So yeah, excited to see what comes down the line now. But the main thing, the biggest thing to take away from all of this is we had a pretty damn good season for being a 65-100 team. First year, first time ever playing the game. Now we make adjustments and it gets better. It could be worse. It's going to get better. I hope.